I mean, it's still very easy to say that another shot got muffled from the fireworks. Just, huh.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man. Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps... It's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
Huh.
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
Unless...
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
Oh, God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Stop lying to me!
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
Huh. Okay, well, let's see if we can't piece some of this together. Okay. Shots, there you go. Let's see. Simultaneous shots. Turner could hear the contrast between two fired shots, as in fact, 3 shots were made. At first, a single shot was fired, and then 2 guns fired simultaneously directly afterwards. It's got an action, so an experiment. Firing position. Turner could hear the contrast between 5 shots that are made from different points. Not exactly. Give that a shot. Alright, so let's see. Turner's view. Clean the dark window. Okay, there's that. Conflicting statements. Mr. Turner stated that he remained at the window for Slide until the police arrived. However, this is conflicting with Merrow's statement, as Constable did not see anyone at the window. Let's see, Lootless. Leighton Chapman had nothing of anybody in his possession when he was caught by the police directly after the crime. Let's see. Acquaintance. Common statement. Leighton Chapman is the only person who was seen entering Half Moon Street after Ryan Vercotti and Kenneth Butler. He was seen standing over the dead bodies and escaping the crime shortly afterwards. Oh, there you go. Imaginary man, the person whom Leighton Chapman describes in his statements is a figment of his own imagination. Hurry to vindicate himself. I don't think so. Let's see, what if now? Just... Two victims, Brian Vercotti and Kenneth Butler, were both found shot dark and narrow Hubman Street, which is located between... Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, there we go. How did I want that one there? Double murder. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti, the victims of a double murder carried out by... I'm not so sure of that, actually. Not really. Oh, well, here we go. Compelling evidence. The witness testimonies and the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit. No. Damn it. No! Damn it. Alright, well, let me just make sure. I guess that's about... Oh, wait, no, there we go. Personal motive. The violent crime committed in Half Moon Street by Leighton Chapman. No. Okay. Oh, wait. Let me see here. Possible crossfire between Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti. Examined the dead bodies for a reenactment. Okay, so we're heading back to the street. Alright. I don't know what to make of this just yet. Again, I'm believing that the third shooter, well, not really third shooter, second shooter, I don't know, things went bad. I'm gonna take it as the guy who got shot in the head shot the guy in the stomach, causing our third person, our actual third person, who's an unknown at this point, to shoot the other guy in the head. I guess. Ran off. The blinding thing that happened to Chapman was from the mirror. Got blinded by that somehow.
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
That's not very polite now, is it? Alright. I've heard it twice. Okay.
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
Well, shit. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. That'll work. Q?
This should be useful.
Let's see. We have anything at all?
Nothing interesting here.
No. kind of that's far back. Maybe I need to activate it again. Hold on, let's do that. Okay, there we go. Oh.
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
Okay. Now let's talk to this guy real quick again.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
Uh-huh. Well, then... What's your contradiction? Ah, the man's getting all ace attorney.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
All right. Let's go take a look.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
That could make it possible. Yeah. What if you're the third person there, buddy?
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
Okay. Anything else? Oh, hold on a second. Tables, sweepings. Shredded paper? Oh.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
But why?
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
Can I look at the wood? Oh, wait. Now it's gonna let me look at the damn wood. Fire, ashes, burnt paper.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here.
Well, balls.
These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
Okay.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Allegedly. Here. Yep, wait. This is his room, yeah? Wait, like his entire apartment? Where's the bathroom?
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
Maybe. Shelves.
Perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Huh.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
Okay, so wait. Threw something into the fire. Cut papers with knife. Window. Took something. Broke the stick. There's the body. Oh, whoa. Okay, hold on a second here. Got up from his bed. Here, you open the window. Went to go look at the body. Took something. It's the broken stick. Cut the papers, and then that. Maybe? Ugh. Boy, that thing was struggling there, wasn't it? Okay. Stick back. Was that it?
So Mr. Turner used a
Oh.
book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
I intend to answer that question. Books. Fat prints.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look.
Alright. Moby Dick.
Well
Hello.
now, what a find. A precious jewel concealed inside a book.
What are you doing with this, mate?
A bracelet with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
Mr. Turner, you wanna spill? 'Cause you're in trouble, buddy.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
Uh-huh. What about your limp, though?
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
Uh-huh.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Were they? What about that bracelet in there, buddy?
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat.